Sideline of goal. Lakewood doing it. They're gonna take. He's gonna bring down Burning. Almost with a double kill. Dropping fast. Monopoint's there. He's still alive. Wait 2 seconds left. He's got 1 side. He's got a second. He's taking it. Oh my God! On 3. They're all dead.
Welcome back to the final day of the European group stage for the Summit 2 by G2A.com. I'm Zyori, that's Merlini. We've got Secret versus VP.Polar right around the corner. Now, this is a big match, Merlini.
It is. You can talk about playoff implications.
Okay, you don't. I thought you might want to take helm on that.
Well,
No?
if VP wins, they beat out Power Rangers and Navi, who are also tied for 7 and 4. Well, they beat them in the head-to-head. So VP's 1-0 and 1-0. So that puts them at, I believe, 3rd place. If
Yep.
they win this game, which will automatically advance them to the playoffs. However, that will bump Navi down to 5th because Navi lost to Power Rangers and to VP, and Power Rangers will be 4th. So
Yeah, so if
And if-
VP.Polar win here, 3-way tie for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the head-to-heads are in VP.Polar's favor, not in Navi's. And if they lose out here, then, well, nothing changes. Secret's still number 1, and then Cloud9, Power Rangers, and Navi will be the top 4, and that's important because the top 4 of the teams going to the playoffs, and only one team from the playoffs will qualify for the event itself. So now that we've got that covered, well done, Merlini.
I was looking at the odds, and apparently the odds are the same as for this game as they were for the Alliance M5 game.
Radiant
Oh, God.
team
I think
pick.
VP's not that bad. Come on now, VP's actually fairly decent.
Yeah, VP.Polar, mind you. Go Black, no stand-ins either. Yeah, Go Black team, come on. They're a best-of-1 team. This is where they shine.
Yeah, they're under a lot of pressure though if they want to qualify.
Yeah. So what are the actual odds here? The numbers.
It's like 83, 17
Oh
or
my
something.
God, 8.
Yeah, that's just
84-16. That's rough,
10
man.
seconds
Yeah.
it'd be
remaining.
rough. I would say more like a little under 80-20 maybe. Like
5
78,
seconds
22.
remaining.
Yeah, I would have said 75-25. I think that's.
Went
about
out
on
4
point.
games.
Reserve time.
That's all right.
Dude, I have faith in the Go Black best-of-1 drafting style, but. Okay, what do we have going on here? VP.Polar, they take Death Prophet Razor out of the gate. Secret, they get their Tide Hunter Earthshaker. Oh boy, 2 heroes we saw a lot of in Star Ladder. That no-tail Earthshaker doing some serious work, and your Fly, a.k.a. Simba Tide. The Watermelon, kind of the instrumental piece to the massive team fighting of Secret. And here you go, Puppy's Keeper of the
Dire
Light,
team pick.
doing it again.
Oh, Secret actually banned Wisp, so that's pretty strange.
Yeah, VP.Polar
Radiant
does play
team
Wisp somewhat, though.
Secret could have first picked it though.
Yeah, they had that option. It seems like they're prioritizing the Tide almost a little bit here, though. Like, I mean,
Tide's
just in general.
way safer.
Yeah, that's been. They can build around the Tide very easily, and the Wisp is. I don't know. I mean, it's not like Big Daddy's missing out too much if he's on the Earthshaker. He can still put up the big plays as we've seen.
Yeah, I would say that giving
10 seconds
giving
remaining.
Simba the Tide Hunter really shores up their team fight. If they have like Ogre
5
and Wisp
seconds
and
remaining.
whatnot, they're very likely to lack on the team fight. And sometimes they give like S4,
Reserve
Sven,
time.
and Ember,
Mhm.
and just really like on AoE stuns. And not that you always have to have it, but it's just a much safer way. You don't want to lose just because, oh, well, they just 5-man, and we don't have good 5-man.
Yeah. Oh, it's very true. Now, they did ban out the Brew, which makes a lot of sense. You mentioned the Sven. What is left here for good old S4?
He plays Ember a lot. He plays Magnus, Bat Rider, also a possibility. Although they really need some damage, not initiation. So I think Ember is decent versus Death Prophet, decent versus Razor, not terribly great versus Sky, but they have an Earthshaker to back
10
them up.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. So VP.Polar, they could move into a Faceless Void, but here you go. We saw this
Dire
yesterday
team
where
pick.
Team Secret went with the position 1 Tiny, just on the cash. No Wisp, just hanging
Nothing's
out.
wrong with position 1 Tiny without anything.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. Razor Static Link doesn't do as much towards him as compared to other carries. I mean, obviously it still drains the same amount of damage, but relative to Tiny's damage output, it's still pretty slow. He'll usually club you down before. On top of that, he has a
10
lot of nuke
seconds
damage, which
remaining.
I think is very important as a carry versus Razor.
5
And he has a lot of
seconds
burst to kill Death
remaining.
Prophet too. If he gets a Blink Dagger, I'm not sure what build exactly Kiro went, but
He did go Blink
Reserve
Dagger.
time.
if he goes Blink Dagger, he can just kill Death Prophet with or without Ravage, which is pretty unusual for a position 1 carry to be able to just instant kill a weak int hero.
Yeah, it worked out well for them yesterday, but let's see, who are they playing? I believe they were the heavy favorites. Yeah, they were up against KPG, Compass Gaming. So, yeah, they kind of smashed them, but the tiny strategy worked pretty damn well. They had, when did they have it? It wasn't the tiny centaur. They were tossing somebody in to get the fight started. Oh, that was a tiny elder titan. Toss him in, put him to sleep. Good stuff.
Sure.
But do the same thing with the Earthshaker, kind of.
That's a lot better. That's
Yeah.
instant. You can also toss Titan, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah, before he gets the Blink Dagger.
Tiny Centaur is also very, very good too.
Yeah.
Radiant
Right.
team
Ooh, the
ban.
Tramp Protector, a Go Black Classic. That'll be their 4th pick here.
The Go Black go-to hero.
Yeah. The
The problem with the Treant Protector in this game is there's so much AoE damage. The Living Armor will be very useful in the laning phase, but in terms of like team fight,
10 seconds
every one of those
remaining.
heroes have very heavy AoE capabilities, and even Avalanche has multiple damage
5
instances.
seconds
So
remaining.
you're looking at not real big sustain during pushes, which was where a hero like Dazzle would have come in a lot more handy.
Dire team
Or
ban.
even Necrolite, as some teams opt for, or even Abaddon, because Abaddon's not going to die to any of this.
yeah. Dazzle would have been good to synergize with the DP, but alas, it is the Treant. I feel like VP.Polar could grab a
10
Faceless
seconds
Void here
remaining.
if they wanted to. Send him to the off lane, safe lane, the Razor.
5 seconds remaining.
Good setup with the Skywrath and the DP.
I don't think they'll go for
Reserve
it. It's
time.
very weak versus Earthshaker. A lot of teams don't like picking Faceless Void versus
Yeah.
Earthshaker. On top of that,
That's a good point.
there's 2 heroes that are really difficult to kill, Tiny and Tidehunter. Like if you get 3-man Chrono, let's say, on like ES Titan and Tiny, you'll be able to kill ES, but not the other 2. And if you don't get ES, you're definitely not going to be able to kill the other 2. So it's a little bit too risky for them.
So who's your Phobos hero here?
I think
Bat Rider, maybe?
Timbersaw would have been really good, but it's been banned. Bat Rider is probably the safest bet.
Yeah.
Earthshaker is really good versus Coddle.
His Centaur's been taken out.
I would say Clock.
Clock. Yeah, that could work also. Ooh, they ban out the
Radiant
Necrophos.
team pick.
Could have been an option here. It's an S4 Necro mid. That would have been interesting.
Or S4 Tiny mid.
Yeah, S4 Tiny mid. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that would have been a bundle of fun.
So what is Secret lacks? Secret lacks like
They-
targeted stuns, I think, as well as any defensive
Of
Well,
heroes. Ooh, the old school
Dire
claw.
team
Yeah,
pick.
forget about targeted stuns. They've got the Queen of Pain.
So much AoE damage, my
Yeah,
goodness.
this is... You got your ponies. You got your screams. This is...
You got your rocks. You got
God,
double rocks,
dude.
dude.
You got rocks. You got tentacles. This is scary. They're gonna, they're gonna
Yes.
release the Kraken all over VP.Polar.
But at the same time, if VP gets like BKBs, Secret's not useless, but if they get their
10
BKBs out
seconds
before the
remaining.
instant stuns, then they really have their work cut out for them. But Secret often
5
opts for
seconds
these
remaining.
instant stun heroes so that they have some sort of initiation even against BKB.
Yeah. And there's your final pick for VP.Polar. It is the Nyx Assassin for your Phobos hero.
Nyx is good here.
Yeah, it's a hero we see Phobos play occasionally.
It owns Quap pretty
Yeah.
hard.
That mana burn.
But they have Keeper Light too. Well, not only that, he can just kill a Queen of Pain from full if they're even level usually. But
oh, yeah.
yeah, with the Keeper, not so much of an issue. But Nyx was a very good pickup.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the BKBs, but Team Secret could get out of control before the BKBs really come online. Maybe for like the core heroes, but
Oh,
still...
it's good, and VP's forced to get it, but like Blink Toss into Avalanche, you can't prevent with BKBs unless you're godly on your reflexes. Same with Blink Instant Ravage right on top of you. Same with Blink Echo.
10
Yeah.
Blink Echo's
seconds
even better,
remaining.
so it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, and a pipe would actually be
5
probably the best
seconds
for them
remaining.
early game.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to get the pipe, though. Who's
Razor.
going to be able to farm it? First item, pipe on Razor.
Well, it's just in lieu of mech.
Yeah.
It's nice because it prevents you from getting an instant initiated on. And if you do, you're just
Prepare
like, okay,
for
whatever, I
battle.
have cloak, or I have the hood part of the magic resistance, so it's not that big of a deal. And then after it, you can pipe, and your team can follow in afterwards. But
Okay.
it's a much better situation than mech, because mech, you're probably not going to be able to get the 250 HP off, and it doesn't really provide you that much mitigation, since it only gives you 5 strength and
Okay.
5 armor.
I could see that on Illidan this game. We'll see if he goes
I mean,
for it.
it's generally what you need versus sort of lineup, but I doubt VP's going to get it. If they do, I'll be
Let's
happy
see.
for them.
Let's see if Merlini will be impressed today for game number 2.
Hey,
First,
Loda got max shrapnel, and look at him, dude. 14-0.
oh, see,
or
that's the
whatever.
secret. You just gotta follow Merlini's build advice and
Dude, easy max shrapnel.
be tearing it up.
It sounds easy, dude. Build pipe, max shrapnel. Easy win, right? If only.
Oh
30
boy. Well,
seconds
Secret gets
to
some wards
battle.
down. They get a lane ward in the bottom lane and some coverage of the bottom rune. Here, the high ground on their side of the river. Dire will put their wards down, one on the top rune and one in this little nugget down here to get some vision control of the jungle and also get control of this bottom rune. We'll see if Secret end up with some sentries to try and deal with them. But let's introduce some rosters, see how folks are laning it up. It'll be Puppy on the Keeper of the Light here in the bottom lane. It'll be Kuro on the position 1 Tiny, farming away in his safe lane. S4 will take the Succubus,
The
Queen of Pain
battle
mid. And
begins.
up top, Simba! He's going blow for blow with the tree. And looks like the haste rune will be picked up by the tide. And now things for Go Black will be a little more tricky.
Golvik's not even scared, dude.
Yeah, you're right. That tree, man, he's just too leafy. 88 base damage. Jesus. And it'll be No Daddy Big Tail, a.k.a. Big Daddy No Tail, on the Earthshaker here.
Good old Puppy.
Good old
has
Puppy.
has the sense. This is what he does a lot. He has he just stacks and pulls. Makes it pretty easy for him. Very common for him to jungle. Will plays an early sentry ward too.
Victorious.
Scout out. Yep, victorious indeed. Easy clarity potion. Branch.
Easy money. Dire side, we've got VP.Polar. Phobos will be in the off lane here on the Nyx Assassin. Scandal mid on the DP. And they'll have a safe lane try.
Oh,
Lil
Simba's getting
on the Skywrath. And
Oh my goodness, he's
that's
dead.
That's your first blood, Dubs.
Wow. You know, on top of that, Earthshaker had his
Those who
block on
tangle
top too
with
to
the
secure that lane.
Skywrath risk a fall
And
from starry heights.
Still just got destroyed. Just underestimating the magic damage potential. It's also very smart for the Razor to get Plasma Field at level 1 instead of Static Link. Maybe he didn't see that one coming, but I don't know. Some of that has to do with good old Gobblack just punching him with those tree fists.
Yeah.
Early game. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't be in that low a position. Because all it really took was like 20 more HP for him to survive.
Dude, he just
that.
went full Rocky on that, just duking it out. Unfortunately, looks like there's a connection issue. As Puppy says, his dogs, man, they going crazy.
That's not a connection issue.
Still, his dogs are going crazy. Have some sympathy, Merlini.
And then Phobos tries to make a funny pun. Puppies?
Good try, Phobos.
And then the EU smiley. You know about the EU smiley, don't you?
But no, how the hell do you do that? The upside down carrot?
What? No, not that one.
Oh,
It's the one above that. It's just the right bracket without any
just
colon.
oh yeah. What a smiley.
Yeah. Is it,
I don't know what Sobaka means. Maybe it
I
means
don't know
dog.
either. How does Kiro know Russian? Anyways,
I don't know.
maybe Puppies taught him a little bit. Easy.
Well, hopefully we can resume quickly here, but yeah, good start for VP.Polar, getting that first blood out. And who actually got it? It was the Skywrath Mage got the bonus gold. So that's good. Early boots will come out for Lil, so you can zone out that much more effectively. Oh, look at that pretty river, Merlini. Look how blue it is.
Cool. I don't know what S4's drawing. Looks like clouds.
It's a rain cloud. It's a fish.
Could also be an angry tadpole.
An angry tadpole.
That was yellows.
Yeah, they're making the Jesus fish. Look, see, it's happy.
I bet you... Oh, he's here.
Dog ate daddy. Sorry, G. Okay, Big Daddy No Tail. He's back. He's ready to fight. Let's pump it up. All right, we survived the first pause.
I wonder if
Merlini.
anyone's going to buy TP score for 500. They definitely should. Oh, he's selling... Oh, he sold the clarity potion. It's not having any of waiting. I still haven't gotten used to that 100 gold speech score change.
Yeah, that's one of those old habits die hard kind of things. It's nice though. It's one of those like little buffs that sometimes I still get surprised at how nice of a treat it is to have 35 gold left over.
So, in the off lane, Phobos getting that poor man's shield. pretty good at trading harass with Puppy, but he can't actually sit in the lane very well because the lane's been pulled back. They've been it would have been a lot better for him to walk the spawn as opposed to scouting out. Just because as a Nyx assassin, you really need to be able to get experience, and he's just not really doing that by being denied. And it's not like Puppy usually goes for the zone out, and it's much more difficult with these trees. Simba.
Up top, it's Lil that's in trouble. Simba baits it out. The fissure flies through, and S4 finds an easy pick on the Skywrath Mage. And with that secret, also stack at their Ancients, so that is one disparity. Old Watermelon Man here, he'll be able to take out those Ancients with that Pirate Sword.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same thing they did at Star Ladder for most of their games. The classic Boots 4 Clarity build on Big Daddy, going around looking to make plays happen, Puppy playing greedy in the jungle, and stacking for Fly in case he falls behind in the off lane.
And down bottom, they'll converge onto Phobos here. Rotation from the Big Daddy. He'll block him off with a fissure. Kuroki connects with the stun. Out comes the armor from Phobos, but not going to be enough to survive here. We'll connect with a cute little Impale, but the right click should be there, and even though he'll buy some time for himself, Puppy still finishes him off with an Illuminate to the face.
That was a smart chakra too. He chakra'd even before the toss happened. I don't know if they knew that Phobos was going to TP, but the only way they stopped that is with the toss.
Yeah, it seemed like they were pretty prepared for it.
There's also no living armor.
Yeah. And is that because Go Black is still level 1? Nope, just low on mana.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Old Tree is going to have to book it back to the well. So, Secret in a pretty good place. VP.Polar holding on to a small golden experience lead at the initial laning phase, but Simba still stacking up. Looks like he'll move into a triple stack here momentarily. Actually, no, is that a triple?
They're going
already?
for kill on mid and Scandal.
And nice block from Big Daddy. Start things off. S4 follows up with the dagger, and yeah, no way Scandal's going to survive this one. Even Simba comes in with the gush. Not too often you see that at level 2, but makes for an easy kill. Makes it 3-1.
See S4 going the 1-1-3 build. It's the half and half. You'll see some people get no scream or no strike, and some people get 2 strike. 2 strike's far more common versus melee heroes versus ranged. Usually you'll see 1 or 0.
Yeah, this is the super bursty build. Grabs himself the bounty rune there, and Big Daddy, he'll find his way into another haste, so could potentially turn this one into a kill. Phobos will scout it out.
That Sentry Ward at the
zaps
start
him.
just made things impossible for Phobos.
Yeah, and now Big Daddy, he's going to block him out here. Nowhere for the Scarab to go. Beautiful plays as he'll try to TP out. Do they have any way to interrupt this? They don't, but that doesn't matter. They've got the damage. And Puppy gets another one on the scoreboard as Phobos gets turned into goo.
Yeah, if they had just been a little bit better about that ward placement, he would have had a much easier time. Would have seen the Shaker coming twice now. I mean, he just waits for him, and they have great vision on bottom rune. Unfortunately for Nyx, this poor Mitchell is just not working out.
Yeah, now the mid lane, Scandal. Okay, just harassing him. Hits him with a fissure and a scream, but not going to go in for the kill. Scandal soon to be level 6. Was having an okay time in the mid lane, but well, now
Shadow Strike too, the living armor doesn't do that much, so Scandal can't really farm safely at all.
That's a good point. S4 actually isn't doing that well in CS, though. Still actually behind that of the Death Prophet, despite getting a victory in the lane. But Kuro, he's found his level 6, 1,200 gold up on the Tiny. Curious what build he'll go into, if he just goes straight for the Blink, or stops off for Power Treads. Has a whole lot of options here. Could look towards a Midas, an Aghanim Scepter.
It's much safer for him not to rush to Blink. It's like it's very risky, because if VP goes for 5-man and then they like living armor, Death Prophet, and they start taking out towers, and Razor gets like an early mech pipe, and then they start fighting a lot, and Tiny like goes in with his Blink toss, doesn't get killed, he's gonna fall really far behind, and he's their only anti-BKB or like anti-BKB damage source, as well as like physical damage late game carry, and they really need to stack. Not that they can't catch up later with you see Big Daddy and S4 in the mid.
Yeah.
Not that he can't catch up later, the use of stacks Secret's been very good about, but it's just like if you say like Midas Ags and then into Blink Up, it'll be like 20 minutes maybe, and he'll be much more insured for late game.
Well, double damage on Kuroki. He'll go in onto Phobos down bottom. There's the Impale from the Nyx, and it looks like that'll be enough to keep him alive. So Kuroki Being very cautious about his avalanche usage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Scandal, he'll take an Illuminate to the face. There's 300 damage to soften him up. And Secret thinking perhaps about a jump with Big Daddy nearby, but they won't go for it. S4 is now 6. It does have that Sonic Wave ready to rock and
Big
roll.
Daddy might die.
Maybe they could just burst him down. Yeah, there's a dire ward there. But they don't jump on him. Skywrath only level 3, feeling a bit more passive as he stacks up in the jungle.
And Puppy's going to work on this tri-stack pretty soon, too. That was a nice play by Phobos to escape the DD kill, too. Had he just ran away, he would have just been tossed and then immediately avalanche with no chance of a Carapace. Or if he does, he's only going to Carapace his toss damage. So that was pretty smart by him.
Yep. So Fly, he's just leeching experience up top, soon to be level 4, and now we'll get zoned out a little harder by the Razor. Not really farming too much as the Tidehunter, but we've talked about all the different vehicles he can use to recover throughout this game. Illidan's been pretty quiet. He's just been racking up CS in the safe lane, so the last hit leader, 47 and 27. Power Tread's first item, and could be a mech first item game here, or that pipe that we talked about. Still think the pipe is better, but hanging on to that money. So sky's the limit for old Illidan here. There's your Blink Dagger first on the Tiny. So Kuroki, he's gonna roll the dice. It's basically a naked blink.
Dire's
Yeah, it's
bottom
not bad,
tower
but
is under
he
attack.
also doesn't have mana, so he's going to have to rely on Chakras or Arcanes from Big Daddy, which he
Runes.
will have pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, look at the bounty rune here. So
Oh, he has a bottle, too.
Yeah, he's got a bottle.
So he's going the kill build.
Yeah.
He's going the solo mid Tiny build.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do with it. I mean, 8-minute Blink Dagger is a really solid timing, and he'll set his sights towards Scandal. Only has a Null Tally and a Magic Wand in terms of stats. He'll eat the bounty, and between him and S4, they should be able to find a kill pretty easily on Scandal. But look at Phobos. He's already in the mix. Spike Carapace at the ready. Vendetta online. And this may be a kill attempt the other way. S4 taking a lot of damage. You talked about the burst damage that the Nyx can put out against the Quap. And, well, showing us right there, just one Crypt Swarm from Scandal. More than enough to secure the kill. And now Kuroki forced just to kind of linger around.
The good thing about this Blink Dagger... Oh,
He's just going to TP out. Smart plays.
the good thing about this Blink Dagger on Kuro is that they don't really have no counter initiate to like a Blink toss back in until Treant gets a Blink Dagger. Because if they walk up and try and save the toss hero, they're all going to get ravaged and just die. So it's a pretty safe initiate for them. But at the same time, Kiro's been running around for like a minute and a half trying to search for a kill. Looks like.
We might find it. Goes right on to Lil. There's your combo. And first kill of the game for Tiny. Coming out right here. S4 now joining the party up top. Ultimate at the ready. Takes a Leech Seed from Goldblack. And the big leafy tree just chunking him down. Kuro coming in. Doesn't have enough mana for the full combo. Just gets the toss off. Living Armor flies through. S4 drops the ultimate. Blinks forward for the scream. Finds the kill on the Treant. But now will go down in return. The rest of the party, for Secret, have arrived. Scandal, all by his lonesome, needs to be a little careful. Tidehunter, not level 6, so of course there's no Ravage, but still a lot of potential burst. Kuro will have his rotation up here in just a couple of seconds. Blink Dagger at the ready. And Secret are hungry to reinitiate and try to find another kill.
Scandal's going this very strange Death Prophet build. No Exorcism at 8, which is when I think the most common build, 3041. And then on top of that, he's not rushing the Phase Boost. He went for a Bracer for more HP. Not that Phase Boost is bad, it's pretty good versus Kuro, so you can't burst him down, but at the same time, you need move speed to catch people.
Yeah.
There he goes.
And yeah, Phase Boots finally came out here. So only one kill for Kuro so far. He spent a lot of time roaming, and all in all, hasn't been that successful. Gonna need a few more kills to really have this Blink Dagger pay off in this timing window he's looking for. Mid lane, maybe his next target, but VP.Polar, they've positioned themselves well. They've got good ward coverage in the mid lane, one here and one on the other side. And they saw him coming from a mile away, so Kuro will be forced to rotate once more towards the top lane.
Illidan might be dead.
Yeah, even with living armor, it's on cooldown. Kuroki hopping forward, instead going for Goldblack, but the blinding light knocks him over the side. A bit of a miscommunication from Secret. Now Kuro gonna pay for it. Illidan doing a lot of damage, finds a kill on the Mountain Giant, and that'll be the end of it. It's a 1-0 going the opposite way as Secret screw the pooch on that one.
Dire's bottom tower
Indeed
is under
did.
attack.
GG Blinding Light.
Yeah, right over the fissure.
And
Eek.
yeah, Eek indeed. So I would say Blink Dagger not terribly successful for Kuro yet, but still it's not over. It's not over as far as
Dire's
getting the
bottom
usefulness
tower
out of it
is under
early.
attack.
Yeah, certainly not. We'll pick up a smoke on his return to the lane. Simba down bottom, about 1 creep kill away from level 6. And once Ravage comes online, things will get a bit easier for Seeker, at least whenever that cooldown is available, as S4 goes back to farming in the mid lane. And Puppy relocates Big Daddy towards the top. And Kuro will just run down to the bottom lane. Still sitting pretty at level 8 here.
Oh, next assassin going in for the Vendetta, but he knows they have sentries.
Uh-oh. Yeah, there's a sentry down on both sides of the coin right here. Phobos, man, he's playing with fire. Big Daddy, he's fake pumping it. They see him. They're trying to bait it out. Big Daddy connects with the fissure, but Phobos stuck on
He
the other
blocks
side of it.
himself. Is he blocked in? No,
I-
actually, no.
I think so, yeah. Ooh, and the recall onto Kuro. That was a close call for the Knicks, but in comes S4. Does get stunned from the Spike Carapace, gets mana burn, now in some trouble, but in comes Kuroki, finds the kill on the Knicks. Go Black uses the overgrowth. That'll be enough to keep him alive for now, but Kuro, he's in hot pursuit. Blink Dagger up in 3, has a toss, and Go Black should be going down here. Unless they're going to let him live. He won't go for it. Okay.
They scared.
They-
Nice toss by Kuro.
Really
Getting the 2-in-1
Radiant's
stun.
middle
That's what you do
tower
with
is under
opponents that
attack.
spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice play.
Yep. Crafty. Now it looks like they may try to go for Scandal, taking the high ground. Fly has found his level 6, hasn't used the Ravage yet, and still
Dire's top
eager for
tower
some blood.
is
Big
under
Daddy
attack.
almost picking up his dunk. They'll steal a stack in the jungle here. Looks like just a cute little double, but
Radiant's
still
bottom
not too
tower
shabby.
is under
Sharing is
attack.
caring, and they'll get a little bit of bonus experience across the 3 of them.
VP is just playing so scared right now when Kuro is missing on the map.
Dire's top tower is
Well,
under attack.
so far, I mean, they're
Radiant's
minimizing
bottom
his
tower
impact with
is
that
under
Blink
attack.
Dagger, but Scandal has his ultimate this time. Kuro goes in, connects with the combo, will have a lot of damage. In comes S4 with the ultimate. Scandal goes down straight away. Simba has the Ravage, gets it off, connects on 2. Big Daddy comes in with the dunk, but it'll cost him his
Radiant's
life,
bottom
and
tower
Secret
is
won't be able to
under
find
attack.
any more kills out of it. Not the exchange they were hoping for by any stretch of the imagination, and now even worse. Go Black's there with the ultimate, locks him in place, and Kuro goes down to a Mystic
Dire's
Flare. It's a
top
1 for
tower is
3,
under
and
attack.
VP.Polar make out big.
It's fairly
Radiant's
obvious where
middle
Secret is
tower
with her
is
gank,
under
and
attack.
VP's able to position themselves very,
Dire's
very well.
structures are fortified.
Because of VP's good war
Dire's
coverage. Well,
top
it
tower
used to
is
be
under
good, and
attack.
then they died. But they had 2 eyes, one on mid and one around bottom rune, so they can see and protect Scandal.
Well, Puppy was split pushing that whole time, doing some decent damage to this tier 1 top. Will recall Simba here. Now Illidan, he'll walk right into it. Lo and behold, there's 3 hiding behind the tree line, and he'll take a bit more damage than he was prepared for. Living Armor comes out to buy him some time, and they'll let him survive at least for now, but S4, he's in hot pursuit, using that dagger DOT to cut through the Living Armor and illuminate. Will fly over the tree line. Puppy getting credit for the kill on Illidan. They'll also bring down the tower. It's S4 that gets the last hit on that one.
Easy.
Easy.
Still Lennon we all know and love.
Yep.
Kind of trucking in there.
Well, Secret's still ahead by about 1,500 gold, so yeah, still doing all right, even though VP.Polar do have the leading farmer in that of the Razor. Kuro, does he have the vision here?
You'll see the creeps are running back.
Uh-oh. Scandal. Here comes the combo. S4 flying forward. Easy kill on the Death Prophet.
They need to get the new
Sound
ones up
of
on the side of
mind
VP,
and
or they're just gonna
body.
keep feeding Tiny.
Oh, here we go. They'll find
Dire's middle
S4
tower
and
is
Kuroki.
under
Not much
attack.
vision, but they've got a silence and an overgrowth.
I
Plenty of
leave
damage to bring down the
this
Quap.
world
And they at least strike back to make it a 1-for-1 with
Dire's
both mid
bottom
laners
tower
down.
is
But
under attack.
on the note of dire vision, yeah, this is their only ward right now here near the bottom rune. And they'll get another one here up on the top rune. So at least getting some vision on the entryways into their jungle. But
Even if they trade 1-for-1, things are going really well for Secret, because the thing is, VP can't even push like towers. They can't really be passive over it.
Dire's
They
bottom
can't
tower
even
is
really
under
be
attack.
like close to where the T1 is on top either. So their space is very limited, and they can't really utilize the Death Prophet pick just because they're always busy protecting her and not using her offensively.
Kuro up top, scouting him out, invisibility rune on, and won't find an opening to his liking. Has himself some power treads up now. And Lil's gonna walk right into it. There's the combo, and yeah, another freebie for Kuro. Gets silenced, but he'll just TP home. Not a care in the world. Easy.
Easy kill indeed. Trying to get more
Dire's
eyes
middle
out,
tower
but
is
they
under
have them at the
attack.
rune spots instead of on hot spots where Kuro's been. Kuro's been sitting in that in Dire jungle for a very long time.
Oh, Big Daddy sets that up with the dunk. Actually misses the fissure. Scandal finds a little way to make it through. Now Illidan joining the party, and will do a lot of damage to Big Daddy. Steals some damage before he goes down. Now goes in on the Kuro. Avalanche will stop him dead in his tracks, and the Blink Dagger cools down. Tiny should be able to make an escape here. We'll at least make it to the Tier 1
Dire's
tower
middle
bottom,
tower is under
where his
attack.
team could rendezvous and perhaps look for a
Dire's
set of
structures are
turnaround kills if they
fortified.
commit. Already, Puppy TPing to the tower.
Radiant's
Now the
bottom
exorcism
tower
flies
is
through.
under
There is a
attack.
glyph, and there is a chance that Secret can make a hold here. How will they
Radiant
decide to glyph it?
structures are
With just a
fortified.
second to spare, Puppy throwing out the Illuminate. Kuro misses the Avalanche, still finds a toss onto Scandal, but Living Armor's there. Kuro in a lot of trouble, ends up going down behind the tower. Big Daddy TP's in, but now in a lot of trouble himself. Gets stunned up by Phobos. Overgrowth flies through, and it's a quick 2-0
middle
going the way of
tower is under
VP.Polar
attack.
as they finish off the tower, and we'll be able to retreat without losing anyone else. Puppy, he's in no man's land. He's kiting the creep
They
wave.
smoked to try and catch him. That's crazy.
Lil's in hot pursuit. They might actually catch him here. Phobos, he's on the wraparound. Uh-oh, Puppy. Now, jukes the Impale. Nice footwork there, but Razor, he's coming from the other side. It's a Puppy sandwich. Gets off the blinding light. It's the great escape. Run, Pony Boy, run! Well, I think he's dead, Malini. It was a noble effort, though. Kited him halfway across the map.
In her name.
Yeah, and made them use smoke. Pretty good.
Could be worse.
And finally, VP make a concerted effort on an objective in 5-man, which is where Secret's like pretty weak right now since they don't,
Yeah.
since they haven't really been farming for the last 5 minutes. And look at Razor's farm comparatively to Tiny's. He has double his CS at this point.
Well, there is a Blink Dagger up on the tide. Now they'll press forward, go right in onto the Nyx, and Tiny finds a freebie there. Simba doesn't even have to do anything, and gets a little bonus gold for that one. But prior to that
Dire's
kill,
middle tower is
VP.Polar
under
gaining a
attack.
lot of momentum. It's only a 1,000 gold lead for the Radiant. And now the first BKB comes out for Razor, and we talked about this being one of the milestones that
Dire's
Secret
middle
will
tower
struggle
has
with
fallen.
when Magic Immunity is out for this Dire side. Could be scary here, Merlini. I don't know. This Razor, #1 on net worth, pretty strong.
They can still burst him down though. 1500 HP isn't that bad for them to deal with. Like Blink Ravage and then Quap Burst. Quap's actually really good at dealing with Razor's HP pool too. Very highly mobile. You don't have to like put yourself in danger of getting static link, which is really important when you're going for a Razor kill. On top of that, unstable current.
DP does have her Yule's Scepter up now also. And we'll see if she moves BKB next. Probably the likely choice for Scandal. But looks like Triant also working on a Yule's of his own here.
He should go for pipe. Death Prophet should.
Yeah.
Actually.
Somebody needs to pick up a damn pipe.
What is that item? What item do you speak of?
The elusive pipe. Well, looks like S4, he'll go aggressive. 19-minute Orchid pickup. Not too shabby considering he went Treads, full wand, and a bottle beforehand.
This item's awesome versus Nyx, but Nyx is also awesome versus Orchid.
Yeah.
too, because that mana burn is just gonna crush her.
Makes
This is
him.
what 86 imp times 5, talking about 430 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
And it's really
And Nyx
oh,
Assassin.
he actually
he's-
went for Max Carapace though.
He's vendetted up. Yeah, I can see why. A lot of spells. A lot of things to return.
At the same time, he dies anyways, so it's better that he takes someone down with him, I suppose.
Yeah.
If he keeps the Quap down, if both of them die in a fight, that's a big win for VP. On the side of Secret, no Sentry Wards really coming out for their team. None on Shaker, none on Key to Rely. They're just like, whatever, Phobos, we'll just let you run wherever you want.
Well, speaking of running wherever he wants, Puppy just going deep into enemy territory. Gets caught by the Mystic Flare. Phobos will clip him with an Impale. And was that ward worth it, Puppy? That's the question.
If it's not dewarded, yeah.
It's safe for now. No
What is
gem
Goblet going for?
on either side?
Yules?
Yeah, going for Yule's on
The Yules tree?
Yule's tree. Oh, there you go. Look at this sentry straight away. Not worth it, Puppy. Sorry. Yeah, I think the pipe is just straight up better here. Double Yule's is not going to give you nearly
tree's
the
not gonna be able
utility.
to farm it usually.
I mean, if you can get a Yule's, you're well on your way to a pipe there.
That's true. One other guy should get it, like Razor.
Yeah. Well, only time will tell. There's your Blink Dagger on the Big Papa. No tail. Always a scary item pickup in the hands of that hero and that player. And now Tiny, he'll just transition into an Ags. And not too far away, it's about 1900 gold or so, and he'll uproot that tree and give Trian a taste of his own medicine. Smack him with his cousin.
Yeah, pretty good for him. He had a transition back though, just because of the way things were going. He was just dying a lot. He was getting kills, but you can't die and you can't trade 1-for-1 as a carry. You won't ever pull ahead in farm.
Yeah. Well, Secret smoked up, looking to get aggressive, and they've got all their cooldowns available. Blink Daggers at the ready. We'll see who they can pick off. There is a Treant up in the top lane, but oh, they do have the gem. S4 carrying it on the Queen of Pain now, so they've got some
Dire's
detection.
bottom tower is under
And
attack.
we'll see what they can find. It may actually be Puppy that finds trouble. He'll bump into the Razor, as well as the Skywrath Mage here. Gets a ward down and scouts it out for his team. Smoke will break. Dire will find vision. And No Tail finds the initiation they're looking for onto Will. Blinding Light Black, and easy pick off on the Skywrath Mage. Just a position 5 Skywrath, so maybe not exactly what they were looking for, but
But now Secret knows that they don't have any wards in their jungle, as well as in this area too. So VP is like fighting blind, and they always have to group up to fight. Oh,
yep.
buddy.
And now the fight breaks out on the high ground. It's Razor that goes down first. The next assassin gets dropped shortly after.
What
And
is BKB gonna do when he just get dropped like that, man? Need a pipe.
yeah.
That was nice initiate though by the blind. Nice by them, just completely burst Razor down in maybe 2 seconds, 1.5.
Well,
Easy Roshan.
yeah. Uncontested for Secret, and all of a sudden, things feeling a lot more grim for Virtus Pro. That's sort of the taste of that full Secret team fight here at the 22-minute mark, as they all have their core items up and hit their stride.
A lot of it has to do with the vision, though. VP
Radiant's
hasn't had good
top
vision in the
tower is
last,
under attack.
I want to say, 10 minutes, and they're just constantly dying to these blink ganks. They need Nyx to go up and scout and get kills for them, especially when the supports weren't buying sentries. But now that they have a gem, now that they've smoked all through the jungle, know exactly where their wards have been placed, and set up some of their own, VP can't really fight without Secret knowing that they want to fight.
Hmm.
And they also don't have good smoke heroes. Like, what are they going to do if you smoke? They don't have any instant stun to catch anyone. Maybe like a Yule's, but that's not really going to win a team fight for you.
Well, they've got that Treant Yule Scepter right around the corner here, so
Radiant's middle
That's a
tower
game
is under
changer.
attack.
maybe the initiation tool they've been waiting for. Oh,
Yule's in a leech seed.
Yule's in a Leech Seed.
Classic.
Easy Crypt Swarms, dude. Come on now.
Best way to start off a team fight. Yule's into silence is the best that they have.
Yeah,
But
there's a
that's-
Vitality Booster up on the DP now, so no BKB for Scandal. But I guess just going raw HP is another way to deal with all this burst damage.
It's not efficient.
It's not efficient.
No. Not efficient.
Ooh.
Survivability.
Blink Dagger on Phobos. You got some long range Nyx mana burns here on the table.
It's like going Ogre Clubs, but you can get bracers.
Ogre Clubs.
Mass Ogre Club for HP, dude.
Alright, alright. I thought the casual Vitality Booster, that's some value right there. You get some HP from it.
I say Casual Cloak is pretty close to the same. But yeah, I mean, Mid Booster's not bad. It's just if he's building up into a heart, it's still a little weak.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
Like, when
pulling
does he use Ghost? He used Ghost to take
Dire's
down the
bottom
bottom
tower
T1, and
is
that's
under
it. That's all they
attack.
use it for this game.
Yeah. He's just too squishy. Oh, up top. Tiny. He's going to get caught. Phobos finds him with a stun. Mystic Flare will be off the mark, but they should still have the damage to bring down Kuro.
Wow, the Spike Carapace attack gets craggy, counter stuns. Okay, okay, Phobos.
Oh my god. That is...
That is some RNG. Holy crap.
Somebody run the numbers on the chances of that happening.
Would be 20% chance because he has level 1 craggy.
That's
I mean,
it,
he
oh,
can
yeah.
attack. He has 1.12 seconds per attack, so he can attack twice during the Spike Carapace, but still, come on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well,
Roll it with
Craggy. Good spell. Good passive.
maybe too good.
Oh god. Well, after that, Tiny, pretty damn close to his axe, just about 300 gold off. Now there'll be a smoke from Secret, and they'll move through the Roche pit. Big Daddy gets a ward up on the high ground. Such a good ward spot. Unreal. Anyhow, they'll press forward. They see VP.Polar in the mid lane, and they're not scared even without their
Oh,
Tiny.
hi, Kiro. You just popped out of nowhere. I wonder what happened there.
Oh, here we go. S4 finds Illidan. That's a BKB. And step in the right direction for Illidan this fight. S4 taking some damage from Eye of the Storm. Meanwhile, on the other side, Big Daddy takes a silence. The Doves will hit him. And this fight will reset.
What a
So-
waste of an item this game BKB is.
Well, That'll be a 9-second BKB charge. 60 seconds. This is a big window for Secret. And there's your Ags coming out for old Tony.
As long as they control Nixon fights, they should easily win the fights. And since they do have a gem, then it should be easy. But Phobos also has a blink dagger, but it's really all on him. If he gets big blink impales, then they can kill like 1 or 2 of Secret before they use their burst, which is really important. If Secret dies but use their burst, VP's gonna die first.
Well, Treant, he's almost got that Yules.
Or dies and gets off their burst, rather.
Uh-oh. Big Daddy, they go right. Well, say goodbye to the Yules.
Yeah, about that.
Easy getting there.
I don't know what's the deal with these item choices.
Dire's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
I mean, Yules did get buffed recently.
Yeah, but it's a Treant protector.
Yeah, I don't
Even
know.
getting a mech for him would be better than Yules. And if he
Dire's
needs mana regen, he
structures
can
are
just go hard.
fortified.
I don't have a good
Dire's
answer
top
for you,
tower
man.
is under attack.
Looks like Secret will get the tier 2 tower top. Tiny will
Dire's
chop
top
it down with
tower
his
has
branch,
fallen.
and well, that'll be the first tier 2 tower down. So Secret now 7,500 gold and XP in the lead. Feeling pretty solid.
Yeah, they have all the necessary items they need. They have the Ags on Tiny, so he can accelerate and farm. They have the Blink Dagger on 3 of the 5
Dire's
heroes, well,
middle
3 of the
tower
3
is
heroes that
under
need it.
attack.
They have Roshan control. They have the Jumper Nyx Assassin. They have all the tools at their disposal to win the team fights, whereas VP still need more tank ability. They need something that's not a Yules on tree. They need to push towers down. They need a gem of their own or sentries so that they can take down the Vision of Secret. Because look at what Secret's doing right now. They're just completely dodging them.
You
DP
know,
has a smoke and they can't get the jump.
we talked about value HP items on DP, and you mentioned massing Ogre Clubs. Check out that inventory.
Easy over.
My Vitality Booster Ogre Club going for the value points here. Well, right onto the Tide. Yules will help him out a little bit. Stops the Arcane Bolt from doing damage to get things started. Now the Cavalry's arrived. They go right in onto Lil. Big Daddy with the dunk. Locks Scandal in place, and Kuroki just going hard with the branch. He'll be able to make it back. Phobos is zoning out. The likes of the Tide Hunters. Now Illidan pressing forward. Static Link onto the Big Daddy. Hits him with a totem, and Daddy goes down, but in comes Fly with a Ravage on 3. Kuroki to follow up. A decent amount of damage on Illidan, but gets off the BKB, and now the turn will start to commence. Overgrowth flies through, locks Kuroki in place. Now S4 joining the party. Puppy with the mech, buying his buddy as much time as he can. S4 going blow for blow with Scandal, and Scandal wrecks him.
And he loses the gem. That's really bad.
Now Puppy, can he make the escape? Illidan's going to chase him down, and there's Phobos with the interrupt. Puppy's definitely going to fall. Ultra kill for Illidan. And VP.Polar showing a sign of life in this game. A 1 for 4. It's a buyback for Big Daddy also. Oh, God.
It was a good Ravage in the sense that it hit 3 people. It was a terrible Ravage in the sense that there was no damage and it had no fight impact. So that was... If they had waited a little bit, like let's say for Illuminate Channel, for Queen of Pain to burst someone down, for Tiny to have his cooldowns up again, it would have been a much better fight for them. But looks like they jumped the gun.
Radiant's
Secret
middle
will
tower is under
lose a
attack.
lot out of that. They lost, what, 4
Radiant's
heroes, a gem,
structures
and
are
a T1.
fortified.
That is brutal.
And a buyback.
Radiant's middle
And a
tower
buyback.
has fallen.
Only the Earthshaker, but still. So, all right, 1 tier 1 tower still standing for Secret. That will make it 2 to 3 in total tower count, still in Secret's favor, but 5,500 gold up on the Razor. So he could go straight into a hard if he wants, just hanging on to the point booster for now. Probably still looking towards an Ags, but Razor he's getting scary, man. Look at that net worth. He's 4,000 up on the Quap, who's sitting pretty at 10K.
Scepter Pipe. Do it.
Is it a pipe?
No, I don't think so.
Are you going to pipe it, Illidan?
No,
No,
no
it's
ring of
go- it's
health.
going to be an Ags. There you go. But not too late. Could still get a pipe after this. Scandal up top. Uh-oh, he gets Orchided. In comes Simba. Hits him with a gush, giving him the sword. S4 to follow. And, well, in comes Big Bad Tiny. Hits him with the avalanche. Gives him the Whomping Willow. And Crobulus will get a fast one back to the well. Meanwhile, Simba blinks forward. Looking for initiation onto Illidan. No Ravage for 20, so really just toying with him. They'll see Phobos off to the side. Puppy will recall Simba.
That was a whiffed echo.
Ooh. Did
Whoa,
he
whoa.
just, oh, God.
Yeah, he dropped a sentry and then he echoed. I don't...
Maybe he meant to blink.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
under
That was
attack.
weird.
Not a big deal.
Well, they're going on to the tier 2. No glyph, so they'll living armor it. That'll buy it some time. And, yeah,
Dire's
Secret
middle
will
tower has
get
fallen.
a tier 2 tower out of it. So with Death Prophet dead, they'll feel pretty safe here. They find Illidan. Initiation with the Fissure. Still has his BKB, and nope, the follow won't be there to burst him down for a kill. Secret playing that one a little more cautious. And yeah, that's where this one will settle down. Instead, they ping out the tier 1 down bottom, and looks like they're just after some easy money here in
Dire's
these
bottom
T1
tower
money
is
bags.
under attack.
T1 money bag.
Yeah, dude. 31 minutes in, this tier 1 tower is just a money bag. Come on. It's not putting up much of a fight. Kuro's just face tanking it.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh
has
boy, double
fallen.
BKBs. One on the DP and one on the Queen of Pain. So that's the second BKB for VP.Polar, but Razors is already down to 5. Oh, no, never mind. It's at 8 seconds. Wow. Feels like it's at 5 seconds. It's been pretty useless so far.
And it's been very useless. Queen of Pain is absolute necessity that she gets in this game just because of Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
And you can't count on Orchid controlling the Nyx just because of the Blink Dagger. Blink Stun and Mana Burn and you're dead. Even with the BKB, she still like could be food. She has to pop it preemptively before stuff goes down.
Easier said than done when you've got a Nyx Assassin cruising around. Now, VP.Polar, they move into the Roche pit. This is Roche number 2 here at the 32-minute mark. Scandal using an exorcism for it. Looks like Secret won't be wise to it. It gets pinged out, but too little too late, and they will secure Roshan uncontested. Aegis gets picked up by Illidan on the Razor, and he'll be working towards a refresher, actually about a recipe away. So
Secret needs to go back to what they normally do, which is look for quick picks with Blink Dagger
Dire's top
and get a lot
tower
of
is
farm.
under attack.
well, they might find it here. S4 goes in, takes the silence out of the gate, uses the BKB, now turns it around. Overgrowth from Go Black to lock Secret in place. S4 loses the man fight with the Razor. Now Big Daddy in some trouble, taking the whips. He'll be the second to fall. It's VP.Polar with a quick 2-0. Now they'll press forward. They'll find the Tide inside of a Yules, and it looks like Puppy will die off to the side also. It's a 3-0 as Fly will be able to survive. And VP.Polar once more taking an easy team fight without conceding a single death. And Aegis still in tow. Another 3,200 gold go in their favor in net worth.
Yeah, I mean they just want to fight and
Radiant's
get killed.
middle tower is under
That's
attack.
really what Secret wants to do right now, but that's not the way for them to win, unfortunately.
Merlini might be worth reiterating here. Virtus.Polar take this. This is
Radiant
bad news bears for
structures are
Na'Vi.
fortified.
It'll make a 3-way tie for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place.
Dire's
5th place
top
being the
tower
team that
is
doesn't
under
make it, and
attack.
Na'Vi, they don't have the head-to-head.
Radiant's middle
They
tower
lost to
is
both
under
Power
attack.
Rangers
Radiant's
and
middle tower
Virtus.Polar.
has fallen.
And if Secret take a loss here, that will ensure Na'Vi will not be qualifying through
Dire's
this
top tower is
this
under
European
attack.
qualifier for the Summit 2. This is a big
Dire's
game.
bottom tower is under attack.
Big game indeed. Kiro going with the split push, clubbing up top, but they have the living armor, the trump card to split pushes most of the
Yeah.
time.
This kind of split push, at least. And Kuro.
Oh no, S4.
Uh-oh. Phobos, he's going to stalk him down. There's the initiation. Look at all the burst damage. Doesn't he have it? He does not. Yule, Scandal comes in. BKB from S4. He's got those quick fingers. That'll keep him alive, and there you go. It's a 9-second BKB, but well worth it. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
he didn't really want to wait. I think he could have, but
This is scary, though. Razor,
damn.
Refresher Orb with the Ags and a BKB at 35 minutes.
They still can't really push high ground though, just because of all the blink and instant initiation, as well as keep it alight and with no pipe.
Yeah. Razor's still got pretty scary farm, though. Puppy looking towards Rod of Atos here. Actually, just about 250 gold away. Nice value item there.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's good versus the
Yeah.
Death Prophet. Death Prophet actually really needs a lot of mobility.
Fly's actually not that far away from a refresher himself on the Tide.
VP needs to go for that T1 money bag on top.
Free money, baby.
Free money indeed. Actually, it's the thing about it is just so difficult to push into the secret lineup though. VP, they have momentum going for them right now, as well as the Aegis, but they just can't really push. It's too risky.
Yeah.
Like even a two-man Echo is probably devastating enough that they'll still lose the fight. just because of the Blink Ravage that will almost surely follow up, as well as Blink Queen of Pain first or Blink Tiny first. So you're immediately talking about a 3v5, and they can kind of just like ignore the Razor. Someone will die to him, and then they like, stop the quick right there.
Kuro, he gets initiated on with the Yule Scepter. Plenty of follow-up damage. The Mystic
Wow,
Flare
he got blown up.
brings him down. He gets turned to rubble.
Wow. Okay.
Now VP.Polar going to feel a lot more safe pressing forward. Tony does not have a buyback here.
Dire's
This
bottom tower
is
is
potentially
under
scary.
attack.
50 seconds without Tiny.
Radiant's
Refresher
middle tower
Ags
is
Razor.
under
He'll go
attack.
right into the tower. Scandal has an ultimate. This could be devastating. I don't think
is
this will be
rude.
game, but S4, he's going to split push. There's no glyph either. Oh my gosh,
Radiant's
Merlini.
middle tower has fallen.
This is really
Dire's
scary.
bottom tower has fallen.
Razor still with the double ulti. In comes Big Daddy with the dunk. A lot of damage. S4 to follow up, but they lose Big Daddy. It's not enough. Now S4 goes down. Could this actually be game?
Middle barracks has fallen.
Oh my god, now Puppy gets cleaned up.
Okay.
What happened? Merlini, where's the hype, man?
The Nyx Assassin owned them. He blinked in during the Echo combo, and then Carapace them, and then they couldn't chain stun. And then they
Well.
popped the BKBs and turned around.
Unfortunately, there's tier 2 towers standing in the other lane, so they're not going to do any super crippling damage here, but that is a lane of barracks and another very convincing team fight. Another easy 4-0.
Well, they kind of walked in one by one and didn't wait for Kuro to revive. And Kuro is like playing very riskily, farming out with no vision, without BKB, going for the blink first instead of a farming tool. So, I mean, I don't really think that Secret really wanted to win this, just from the looks of how they're playing.
Well, I guess it's not completely over yet, but a lot of momentum for VP.Polar. Maybe if they can get the refresher up. Oh, no, they have it on Tide. So they have double Ravage now.
Yeah, the problem is they lack damage. Though Queen of Pain's forced to go defensive items. With the BKB, Tiny, his AC is like decent, but he's still going to get chopped down in fights without a BKB. And Earthshaker and Keeper Light are, you know, they're Earthshaker and Keeper Light, so
Yeah.
they can't really contribute that much either. And DK Phobos, though, with the big place with that Blink Carapace was very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they don't really have a way to kill Death Prophet or Razor, like during their BKBs. If they get both of them, if they clump up like that into double Ravage, then
Uh-oh.
Secret will win the fight.
Don't count him out yet, but the smoke gets revealed as Nyx Assassin walks by. They know he's inbound. How's this fight going to break out with Razor going in on the front lines? BKB used right away. Big Daddy coming in onto Lil. They'll have the damage to bring him down, but Goblek's there with a big overgrowth. Now Simba with Ravage 1. There's the refresher, Ravage 2. Connects on 2. They've got the damage to bring down Illidan. Phobos on the back lines doing what damage he can, but now Tiny jumps on him, gives him the Whomping Willow. Yules will buy him some time, and it looks like he'll survive. Big Daddy not going to be so lucky. It's Scandal that's left all alone. It's a 1 for 2. And Scandal will get left behind. They've got the damage to bring him down. Phobos reinitiating, and actually Scandal with an ultimate. Now they'll try to turn this in a 2v4 scenario. Phobos gets taken out. Kato will end the spree, and Scandal will live. Ultimate deployed, but gets next to nothing out of it. Another good team fight for Secret, and now they'll be the ones on the aggressive. Are they looking for high ground here? There is a buyback available on the Nyx. I think they'll at least try and press their luck and see what they can get out of it.
Their lineup's not that great for pushing unless Tiny's high on HP, which he is not, so they have no tower damage aside from him.
Yeah.
And Death Prophet, yeah, with the hard complete, 2600 HP, looking pretty nice.
Yeah, oh, go black. He'll find the Quap in the jungle here. Starts it off with the Yules. S4 gets silenced. BKB, the overgrowth is there.
God black.
S4
Under attack.
will still survive. Compliments of the mech from Puppy. Simba on the other side of the tree line gives him a little kiss, and they will both head back to safety and just barely blinks out Scandal. Crypt Swarm, nope, won't go for it. And Quap lives, but whoo, go black.
Go Black's timing on that root, too. He has to root during the blink cast animation after he BKBs. That is a very, very small window to do so. I don't know if it just so happened that he did it, but that's like quarter of a second reaction time. I don't know. That's insanely fast.
Go Black Dota. So we're back to an even game here, Merlini. 0 gold, about a 2,500 experience edge for VP.Polar. And we're right back to where we started for the most part. One lane of barracks is down for Secret, but striking back and showing us they may be down, but they're certainly not out. as another team fight could break out down here about the bottom rune. DK Phobos charging forward. Do they have any detection on him? No, not quite yet, but the fight will break out at the rune. They'll find the Skywrath Mage right away, bring him down. And Phobos now on the run as S4 hops back over the ravine. Yeah, still no gem has been picked up, and Goblack is the carrier for the Dire side. It's going to be a long roast respawn, just about the maximum timer.
VP just need a couple items to start their another 5-man push. They need Aegis Cheese, firstly. They need the Shivas on Death Prophet, and one more big item on Razor. Probably hard at this point.
Gave up on the pipe?
He never even thought about it.
No hope?
We've been talking about pipe for 40 minutes now.
Uh-oh, Big Daddy. He's going to get caught out. Phobos to start things off, and Goblack, he gives him the branch. Leech Seeds there to secure the kill, so... Yeah, you never know. I feel like Goblack could be interested in a pipe at some point.
Maybe. We're not giving up hope yet?
I'm not giving up hope, man. Even Nyx, he'll go for an Atos before he goes pipe.
Jeez.
Some serious pipe hate. That's good. Their lungs thank them. Queen of Pain has the Shivas up, so a little bit of utility there onto S4. Puppy Power, he's got 2,400 gold to see what he wants to move into.
Does Razor have lungs? What exactly is Razor?
He's a lightning revenant. Duh.
What exactly is a Revenant?
I thought it was some sort of religious figure, but I'm not really sure, to be frank.
That's reverend. Jesus, dude.
Lightning reverend. Okay. Oh, God. All right.
I'll look up what a Revenant is.
All right, you know what? You do that. We've got another minute till Roche comes up. Looks like both teams are just going to farm each other's jungles, so let's do a little bit of Googling here. Uh-oh, actually, Phobos, he'll walk right into the team. They get down to Sentry Ward, but no Daddy Bigtail. He gets initiated on, gets a silence. Goblack comes out with the overgrowth. They'll go in hard onto Puppy. Mystic Flare will be enough to bring him down. Big Daddy gets picked off around the side. It's a quick 2-0 for VP.Polar as Secret lose both their supports and are forced back. Wow. That's just Phobos scouting it out right there. Nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, Earthshaker might have to buy some smokes to these fights. Anyways, a Revenant is a visible ghost or animated corpse that was believed to return from the grave to terrorize the living.
Oh, okay. So he's just an undead dude. That fits Razor's profile. Oh, speak of the devil. Razor, he's going to get chopped down. S4 drops the ultimate. But Illidan barely survives, uses the refresher, gets off his BKB, still goes down to the Quap. S4 has to commit deep forward. It comes Symbol with the Ravage, connects on 3, secures the kill on the Skywrath. Now the follow-up damage is there, but it doesn't look like it's enough. It's a buyback from the Razor to try and clean house. Secret maybe biting off more than they could chew with this one as Kuro gets left behind. Try to TP's out, and he'll be successful. So... a decent fight for Secret. In the end, they do minimize their losses, and they force a buyback.
TP'd out when they have double Yules. What is this Yules good for, Treant Protector?
It set up some kills earlier. Yeah, it's on cooldown. He was using it.
Yeah, man, they really needed that tiny kill, though. That would have pretty much guaranteed them this Roshan. Where right now, it's a little risky for them without DP ult.
Yep. And they will go straight into it, though. They really want this cheese. With Tied down, feeling bit safer about it, but I don't know. Tiny has a fresh BKB. They're not doing this Roche very quickly. Phobos scouts out Big Daddy, and Big Daddy drops the dunk, takes a silence. Overgrowth used on just the Earthshaker. Now Kuro comes in, BKB on, goes hard onto Phobos. Will bring him down with the branch. Now just clicking down Illidan, losing damage left and right, but may have enough to bring him down. Illidan tries to TP home, but it won't happen. And it's Secret that come out way ahead in this exchange outside of the Roche pit. Scandal now left behind. He'll try to TP after dropping his silence. It'll be successful. S4 with no way to interrupt him. And Secret will delay the Roche and might be able to secure it for themselves now with VP taking 2 in the grave.
Yeah, that miscue on the Yules on Kuro early. I think they Yulesed on him to just kind of keep him at bay while everyone else was killing someone else, and then they dropped him. But not killing him right there just cost him
has
his
fallen to the
It's
rage.
a really small mistake that led to a really big objective. And with Aegis going out on Kuro and then the cheese going out to Quap, yeah, that's very dangerous for VP. And Razor hasn't been able to make any headway on his items. I guess he's going for Lincoln's or Scotty. Probably Scotty, I'd say. Could it be Scythe? Scotty's the best because it gives him a lot more HP. He needs Scotty Pipe, I think, and then he can.
You don't say.
And then you'll or butterfly too.
Okay. Oh, up top, Big Papa. Lil goes in on him. Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare, and one more set of Arcane Bolts. Should be a kill on Big Daddy. Yep, there you go. That's a freebie. And an easy one for Lil.
talons pierce your soul.
Easy one indeed. But just because they're down one hero, don't count them out of a fight. Just like in the top fight where they only have 3 people and just crushed VP.
Phobos, he'll scout things out. Still no gem on the Radiant side, but Kuro, he'll get isolated. Phobos starts things off, whiffs the Impale. Now they'll turn it around. Simba's there with a Ravage. Phobos taking a lot of damage, will live, gets off of Yules, but now Scandal, BKB, Exorcism deployed, will go in onto S4. He uses the ultimate. They really want to bring down Phobos. They'll find the kill there, but now Kuro, the target of choice for Virtus.Pro.Polar, Illidan uses the refresher. Kuro turns around, does what damage he can before going down. Now the Aegis will be utilized. Puppy off to the side, taking a lot of damage. S4 pops right into the party, forced to eat the cheese, but ends up going down the mega kill streak, going the way of the Queen of Pain. Now Puppy ends up falling, and Kuro isolated all by himself, taking a lot of damage from the double Eye of the Storm, but there's the second Ravage from Fly. Kuro doing everything he can to stay alive, but it's just not enough. That's going to be 4 dead, and now Simba, will he survive to tell the tale? No, he will not. Virtus.Pro.Polar coming out way ahead in this team fight in the dire jungle. That's going to be a 1 for 4 and another huge trade.
Radiant's top
They're
tower
almost
is
all
under
dead.
attack.
Man,
Dire's bottom
bad
tower
fight
is under
for
attack.
Secret again. Well, the reason to win the top fight was because they didn't have all their cooldowns. They all got the jump on Razor, and on top of that, I don't believe they had Exorcism. This fight, Razor had vision of them because Nyx went in first. They had the Death Prophet ultimate, and even with the Aegis and Cheese, it's just not enough. They don't have enough sustained damage output because Tiny gets kited, and then he got static link the second time too, so he doesn't do any damage.
Radiant's top
Illidan,
tower is under attack.
Stunned up. He's stun locked and dead.
Yeah, Big Daddy starts it off with the dunk. The living armor buys him some time, but not enough to survive. S4's buyback proves worthy. They don't save the tier 1 tower top, but again, Secret are still in it. Virtus.Pro.Polar grabbing even more momentum off that push, and here, let's just take a look at the graphs, and still it's actually Secret with a golden experience lead,
Their T4
albeit minor.
Radiant's middle
Beat down,
tower
though.
is under attack.
Uh-oh. They're the ones that need living armor now.
Yeah, still just VP need to play a little bit safe, get the item up with the ultimate orb. Secret also need to play safe too. Go for quick initiations between daggers, control Roshan, get like a BKB up on Tidehunter maybe if possible, or more force staff so they can save Earthshaker.
Okay, more force staffs. Yeah, at that stage of the game where the force staff train is real. They already have 3. 1 on each support, and then also on the Tide.
On Radiant side.
Yeah, on Radiant.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they I don't know. They haven't been saving Shaker. It's been tough for him though.
Yeah.
He gets like double force staffed and they still like chase him down, and he's like rooted. So
Yeah. Looks like Kuro is going to go into Manta here. Yeah, pretty good against the Silence. And that's a heart on the Nyx Assassins. Everybody on VP.Polar just trying to beef up at this point.
the Heart Nyx,
Yeah, I don't see that
Nice.
so often.
heart before pipe,
A heart before pipe.
whatever.
Yeah.
2400 HP Nyx is no joke, because now he can just outlast the BKBs on Queen of Pain and just mana burn, mana burn, mana burn.
Yeah.
165 intel. Okay, that is a lot of int. 830 mana burns.
That's ridiculous,
It
dude.
is. It really is.
That's 3 mana burns and she's dry.
825. 825.
Oh my gosh. That's
Well,
crazy.
I mean, even 2 is like enough for her to just cast 1 spell, so
Yeah.
it's really, really
And recall onto
Tough
S4
life.
in the mid lane. Looks like they'll try to set something up. Phobos once again. Vendetta deployed. Moves to the high ground. Big Daddy comes in, drops down a sentry, gets off the dunk. Go Black following up, has an overgrowth, but won't be able to get it off as Kuro hops forward. Maybe a bit too ambitious. BKB's been deployed. Now the overgrowth flies through. And Kuro, he's on the run, tosses Illidan back. He's used his refresher, but the Blink boys, they're in full
the
effect.
Yules voice.
And the force staff comes out, but just not enough. Puppy trying to mech up his friend. And they'll get a pick onto
Yules
onto
voice.
Kuro, and oh god, Kuro, he doesn't have a buyback here. Secret, they're crumbling. They're fraying at the seams. They're trying to split push a bit as
Dire's middle
Simba.
tower
He's
is
in the
under
top
attack.
lane, pushing some creeps into the tower. Again, the same problem. Can Virtus.Pro actually get objectives off this?
Sure.
Okay, will they get objectives off this?
Probably 70 seconds down. That's a really long time.
Yeah.
And they don't have enough damage without Tiny. I mean, Tiny hasn't been doing that much damage anyways, but that's because they've been using everything to control him. If they don't have to use cooldowns to control him, everyone else is gonna fall like flies.
Uh-oh. Simba. In comes S4, throws a dagger onto Phobos. He takes a silence, and now they'll head for the hills. But S4, he gets stunned up. Uh-oh. Yes. Forced to BKB. Will have to blink. And, okay, Simba's survived. S4, he's got a TP scroll. Picks up another one for good measure, and, yeah, Quap lives.
Good stall by Queen of Pain.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. See, now it's 30 seconds, and looks like VP.Polar maybe will get this Tier 2 tower top. And that's still a pretty thick maybe.
Mm-hmm. What is Razor going for? What are you going for, Illidan?
I'm inclined to say Scotty, but
Yeah, Scotty's really good versus the BKB Tiny, too.
it's just not a good Lincoln's game. There's really not much that it absorbs. But
Mana Leak,
whoa, watch
Shadow
out.
Strike, Force Staff, Atos,
Radiant's
Gush,
top tower
hello.
has
3 forces. Wow, anybody home? Well,
Orchid.
They get the Tier 2 tower up top. They find S4. The mana burns. Ouch, it hurts. My manas. Oh, God.
Radiant's
Poor
top
S4,
tower
dude.
is
I just
under
feel bad
attack.
for him at this point. Did you see that mana burn?
I theory crafted it.
Did you see it? Oh, man. That's the kind of shit you have nightmares about, man.
I mean, this last pick Nyx is just ownage. Good call, Black Draft.
Yep. Well played, Go Black. Well played. Scandal. He's got 3,500 gold. VP.Polar. They're camping it out. Still a long time before Roche comes back up, but this has really turned into a stall game. Secretive.
Yeah, Secret selling for buybacks. VP too scared to push without all their lanes pushed out.
Secret have taken a couple of awkward fights and unfortunate trades, but they're still in this game. They're still just basically one good team fight away from crippling a base almost.
Yeah, just the main problem is Tiny gets kited.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Phobos. They dunk him to start things off, and does still manage to survive long enough to get off the carapace. Kuro in some trouble, but out comes the Ravage #1 from Fly. S4 follows up, hits the ultimate. They lose their Nyx and the Skywrath. Looks like a good fight for Secret out of the gate. There's your second Ravage. Connects on Go Black. Illidan does have himself the BKB online. They lose their Tiny, and now the turn from Virtus Pro begins. Fly caught inside of the Yules. He'll make it to the high ground. Tries the TP home. He does. It's a 1-for-2. Secret trade their core for a Nyx Assassin and a Skywrath Mage.
Oh, that GG Mana Leak. He Mana Leak Scandal didn't have enough mana for Yules to Yules the Tide. Still, they kill Tiny, which is pretty much the main prize at this point, and Razor did actually pick up a Scythe of Vice. Scythe of Vice is also not bad with Refresher. I think Scotty's definitely better without Refresher, but with Refresher it's probably on par.
Yeah. Well, Tiny, he has a buyback this time, 1,800 gold in savings, and I think it'll be the same story where VP get something okay out of it. Not the best trade they've found this game, but no objectives will come their way, and Secret will be able to stall this out a bit longer. Looks like S4 maybe going for the Scythe device of his own. Uh-oh. Puppy. He's in more than a little bit of trouble. Nice blinding light. Gets off the mech. He's already used the Force Staff, and only so much a Keeper of the Light can do, but oh, he's out of mana. Ooh, 4,400 gold up on the Tide Hunter also.
Secret's like trying to stall the base push by throwing bodies at VP.
Yeah?
And it's working, but at some point, I don't know.
Cease to work.
Yeah, at some point the revive timer will be too long.
I mean,
to work.
it's still a pretty small lead for VP.Polar. There's still a little bit of hope for Secret here. Roche has respawned.
Well, it's because they're not farming at all. They're always trying to defend against Secret's foot push, and Secret's like dying, but at least they're still getting farm.
Simba, uh-oh. He has a TP. Go Black looking for him. They can't find him. They think he's on the other side of the tree line. And Simba will live. But Roche 4, it was a quick one. Secret have not scouted it out yet. Dire used their courier to get the vision they needed.
When's the last time you saw a 2,700 HP mix?
Oh,
Big Daddy blinked in. Oh, no.
Well, there's Yule's boys. He gets silenced, and that is a dead daddy. Big Daddy dead.
He's been forced to place wards in like the most dangerous situations that Nyx is always scouting him out. A little bit unfortunate, but also a really risky play by Earthshaker.
Okay. Well, VP.Polar don't go into the Roche pit straight away. Instead, they venture about Looking to perhaps set up a gank onto S4, who's still just hanging on to the ultimate orb for now. Has enough for the scythe, but wants to pull for buyback before he spends all that unreliable gold, though he actually has enough to just right-click the scythe at this point.
Roshan's getting zapped.
Oh boy, this is going to be an uncontested rush for VP.Polar, I think. That will make things pretty damn difficult for Secret.
Yeah, they're not going to have enough bodies to throw.
And Phobos scouted out up top, goes in onto S4. That mana burn just chunking him down. He TPs, or blinks back rather. Just creating some space for the team. And looks like his strategy will be successful. Sets up a stun onto S4. The mana burns! Oh my gosh, Phobos almost finds a solo kill here. Vendetta's forward. That is a little close for comfort if you're that quap.
Oh, Kiro doesn't even have a TV scroll.
Uh-oh. Can Phobos do this?
I don't know. You can also just like BKB and run away and blink.
Alright, Phobos can't find a kill, but still space created. Aegis goes the way of the DP, and she's picked up by the Skywrath, who, hey, also has a Veil of Discord. Not too often you see a Skywrath rich enough to pick up one of those. But looks like Razor will go for the Scotty indeed. Has himself a point booster and an ultimate orb. And DP, I don't know what she's working on next.
Yeah, I don't even know what she gets. Sheep, maybe?
Goldblack's got an Assault Karas. This is like a boycott pipe game. They've have so many luxury items at this point. And still no bloody pipe. What gives, man?
Well,
Pipe good item, I swear.
they don't have an Atos before pipe at least.
Mm.
So, what other luxury item have they not gotten besides pipe and Atos?
I mean, Scotty's there, so I don't know. Uh-oh, Scandal mid lane gets jumped on. The cavalry has arrived. Gets off the Shivas, but it looks like that may be it. And, well, say goodbye to your Aegis of the Immortal. Can they kill her again? VP.Polar with a lot of reinforcements on the way. Scandal uses the BKB, gets off the Ghost straight away. Now it's Secret on the defensive, but hey, Yule's boys are in town. Puppy, he gets left behind. He gets stunned up, and it'll be a dead Coddle. So the Aegis kill does not come for free. Now the Yules once more sets it up onto Simba, but will be able to boot Scoot to safety with the Force Staff.
It's a good trade for Puppy, using his life for Goblet or for Scandal's ult. Very good.
Yeah, now there's a glyph available. Puppy buys back. In comes the first Ravage from Simba. Connects on the whole team in the Dire. They lose their Skywrath mage straight away. Razor goes down shortly after, and Scandal, he just can't take the heat, and they'll throw him out of the kitchen. Now Go Black left behind. It'll be a quick 4-0 as Secret strike back, and it's soon to be a full 5-man wipe. Nyx Assassin now, he's stuck in a Yule's Scepter, but hey, he blinks back. Vendetta, there's a sentry down, but okay, Phobos will live. Still a 4-0. What is this game?
4 for 1.
4 for 1. Well, yeah.
And a
they
buyback.
Pick up Puppy. So, still, Secret bouncing right back. What's the buyback status looking like for the Dire? That's
DP getting very
actually, they've got
overconfident. They clumped up and got just destroyed by Queen of Pain ulti, Echo, double Ravage, like all of them sitting on top of each other going for that top Rex. And they didn't really have the Death Prophet either to do enough damage, and of course they don't have a pipe.
Buyback on the Razor, buyback on the DP. Scotty now up on the Lightning Revenant. They'll get a tier 3 tower before backing up. So VP.Polar do make a hold, albeit a costly one. Both teams still in it to win it as we're about to approach the 60-minute mark. DK Phobos going a bit too far forward, gets stunned up, and in comes Illidan with his ultimate BKB on. They'll still focus Phobos as Kuro losing his damage from the static link. Instead, it's S4 that gets left behind. He gets chunked down, and it's a dead Quap. Does have a buyback available, but will be in the grave for 100 seconds should he choose not to buy back here. Puppy on the run. This will be a dieback for the Coddle if he can't survive to tell the tale. Blinding Light from the high ground does not have a TP. Nowhere to go. Force Staff back down, and will end up going into the grave.
They're going for the throne.
Mitigate their losses.
Actually,
they are going to go for the throne.
I don't actually know what they're doing.
Well, DP has an ultimate in 5.
God, looks like kill these gosh darn and tiny illusions.
Well, let's see. I don't think they can go for the throne easily. There's still a Radiant Glyph. There's a buyback available on S4.
I think they can do it. They don't have Ravage.
It's possible.
They have 1 Ravage, and they have Exorcism. It's definitely possible.
Oh, dunk on Phobos up top. Kuro to follow up. And Phobos, he's in some trouble. But he's just making space right now. He'll be able to blink and survive. Meanwhile, his team, they're going for the win. There's the buyback from S4. Glyph comes out straight away. And Razor only with one ultimate, but S4, he goes right in, trying to push back Scandal, just creating space. No Tail flies forward, forces out the BKB. Now it's a matter of trying to live. He'll get turned into a piggy, the Force Staff back. Kuro goes in to separate the team. Tosses up Will, won't be able to find the kill. Instead, it's Scandal. No more BKB. The ultimate from S4 brings him low. Kuroki hits him with the branch and finds the kill. There's your Ravage from Fly. He only's got one, but it'll count. Connects on a few, pops his BKB to try and live against Illidan. Meanwhile, the rest of VP.Polar starting to look towards the Tier 4 tower remaining. They'll commit on to Fly, but Force Staff.
They have another Ravage up. Tidehunter's going to destroy them.
Oh no, they're not going to be able to get the Tier 4 tower down. Now they go in, Illidan left behind, Yules comes out, and it's not going to be enough to keep him alive.
Throne time. Their Razor and their DP's down with no buyback.
Uh-oh.
Time to go for the gold, Secret.
Here we go. Here we go. They've got a Ravage available also. They can do it here.
Actually, they don't have to, because they can just play defensive with double Ravage.
They don't have to, but maybe they should.
They could.
Dire does not have a Glyph. Big window.
Really good opportunity, I'd say.
I think they may try it once they get their ducks in a row.
Still, don't count out the Nyx assassin. This
All right.
He had Ancient Seal and Mana Burn and took off like half of S4's life.
Yep. It's not changing anytime soon. So they'll go straight up the mid lane here. Razor down for another 70 seconds. They'll have a decent window. DP will be up right about the time they get to the base. Phobos, what are you up to, you little sneaky devil? He sees a courier. He's thinking about a pickoff. There's a Daedalus coming for Kuroki. And we'll see. Phobos does not have a TP scroll.
He is waiting for the chicken. Oh, no, Phobos.
But is this worth it? They'll go for barracks here. The courier is actually like tracking down Phobos right now. It could still get sniped. Mid lane of barracks go down, and Phobos not going to be able to find what he was looking for out of this courier attempt. Still 10 seconds before the DP's up. No Glyph. And now Phobos gets caught out. Big Daddy finds him. He gets silenced. They've got the damage to bring him down, or do they? Living Armor buys him some time. And now the bug will get swatted. Gets a mana burn off on S4 for good measure before he falls. Top lane of barracks have been cleaned up. Now Secret going on to the bottom lane. They could still take this game. Kuro in the front lines, uses the BKB just once the structures, gets the tier 3 tower. S4 taking a lot of damage. Ravage number 1. Dunk from Big Daddy right onto Scandal. They'll drop him before he can BKB. No buyback on the Death Prophet, and Secret looking like they may have it in the bag as long as they can minimize their losses here and not do anything too goofy. Go Black, pressing forward, has an overgrowth at the ready, throws it out, connects onto Kuro, but now just getting chopped down by the Whomping Willow. Gets crit to the face. Big Daddy also goes down, will buy back. S4 can't handle the damage. He ends up going down, and Secret looking like they will be repelled off this push. Big Daddy with a fissure to try and block them out, and that will ensure the survival of the Radiant side. Pretty crippling damage off that push, but still one lane of barracks standing for the Dire.
Roshan gonna respawn in a couple minutes.
Double damage.
And who used buyback? Earthshaker used buyback. Who else used buyback?
Nyx Assassin.
Okay. Pretty good for them. And looks like Hero or a puppy may have these. Oh! He misses!
He misses the impale, forced after the high ground, but no TP. So can Ponyboy make the great escape here?
Well, let's see if. Oh, okay. He knows that he doesn't have a TP. It's just him. It's a one-on-one.
Puppy. Can he juke him out here? There you go. Mana leak buys him some time. Gets the chakra. Finds some mana boots. All right. Puppy's safe.
Man, OP mana burn or mana leak.
Mana leak versus mana burn.
We have a winner.
Ding dings.
It's certainly not S4.
This is a hard game for the Quap. He's still 12, 9, and 20 though. So even though he's had a pretty difficult game, he's still
he built more int. He's 184 int. It's like
he gets Scotty.
1,000 mana burns.
Oh my god.
I mean, what
dude.
else does he really go for though? Heart's okay.
Possibly. I mean,
Lincoln's
against the Nyx, you just don't want all that int. So yeah, I actually think the Heart wouldn't be too bad, even though it's kind of derpy.
It's a little derpy. You can get Lincoln's Refresher.
Lincoln's Refresher. You could go I mean, I think Ags could have been okay. Does give you some int still, but I like Ags on Quap. Get that ultimate on that super short cooldown. It's pretty good.
Farm needs.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do with it, man.
BKB refresher Lincolns.
Yeah, that's your build against Nick's Quap, I guess.
Yeah.
5,300 gold up on the Tide Hunter. We'll see what Fly wants to grab, but a lot of buybacks available on the Radiant side. Kuro, he's at critical mass, has that full data list, 6,500 gold. Phobos, he's walking on into the danger zone. He gets scattered out. Big Daddy hits him with a dunk. They've got the follow-ups, and, well, living armor might help, but not enough to keep him alive. Now VP.Polar thinking about taking this fight regardless, but I'm not so sure they want to do that, and they'll think twice. They head back to the base and make sure they keep their tier 4 safe.
Why is there a Observer Ward in the Roche Pit?
That's a good question. Big Daddy just scoops him up, though. Thank you. Puts one on the high ground, and easiest wards of my life, boys. Well, Roche number 5, Aegis Cheese. Looks like Secret will grab it uncontested, and it looked like VP.Polar might have this game maybe 15 minutes ago, but it's Secret coming out ahead here, Merlini.
Roshan has fallen
I blame
to
no
the
pipe.
reality.
You know, I feel okay with that call.
Oh, and also like 4-man clumping versus her mass AoE.
Still screaming up like, yeah, it was really that fight right here. That dunk double ravage.
Still not over though.
crashed their
Razor
whole
has
team.
the potential to carry and make big plays. Illidan, can you do it?
But here we go. Fight will break out on the high ground. Kuroki goes in, perhaps a bit too early. BKB used by Illidan. Pops the refresher, has the double ultimate out. Kuro taking a lot of damage, gets hexed up, and it'll be a dead Tiny to start off this fight. He does have enough to buy back, pick up BOTs, and get right back into this fight, or get recalled by Puppy. Looks like it will be the latter. Kuro right back in it after the buyback, and now they go in onto Scandal. His BKB soon to expire. His ultimate has just a couple of seconds left, and that's the big victory here for Secret. Also, their DK Phobos is in the
They have
grave.
nothing. No Ida Storm, nothing to kill Kuro.
God, all of their ultimates are down.
Dire's
They've got the
structures
glyph, and they
are
don't use that at an
fortified.
ideal time. S4, he gets silenced. He may go down. Simba with the Ravage number 1. They lose the Quap, but she's got herself an Aegis. Ravage number 2 secures the kill on the Razor. He'll buy back, but the barracks getting cleaned up as Big Daddy falls to the Mystic Flare. It just doesn't matter. It's Mega Creeps coming out. S4 may go down a second time. So many silences. He can't get out a word, and the Screaming Lady falls. The Fat Lady singing, and VP.Polar will make a hold. But a bit too costly. Maybe they'll find another recovery kill onto Puppy. And, yeah, down goes Coddle. But I think a worthy trade for Secret, given that they got the Mega Creeps.
They
and all.
can still throw it. It's not out of the question.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower is
I
under
mean, everybody
Or
has
no buyback.
S4,
Or he
S4
does
has
have
buyback. Puppy has buyback.
Just no Kuro.
Yeah, but Kuro's alive.
Yeah. He can still die to mass hexes though.
Well, they have buybacks on everyone except Big Daddy. So it looks like this will be the Hail Mary play for VP.Polar.
They have everything they need except for a refresher.
Sort of. They don't have any ultimate from the Razor. They don't have any ultimate from DP. So they have a couple things that they need.
Okay, yeah, they need refresher on Scandal too.
Yeah. And they've got about a minute until...
Spend your gold, man! I guess
Ugh.
he's just going for the BOT.
Here we
buyback.
go. Uh-oh, Phobos starts things off. Simba, no Ravage, still has a cheese, but won't have Ravage for over another minute worth of gameplay. Big Daddy dead for 35. VP.Polar have a window of opportunity here. And they capitalize on it. Kuro goes in on the Illidan, hits him with a combo.
Kuro, oh my goodness, he's the only one that can't die!
Oh no, Tiny doesn't have buyback. VP.Polar, are they doing it? It's a 5 versus 3. They'll have Big Daddy up in 15. There's a Radiant Glyph, but now Simba forced to use his BKB. They glyph it right away. Scandal's found his ultimate. Ghosts out on the field. Fly doing everything he can, but no Ravage for 40. Now it's a race to save the throne. Big Daddy on his way up. S4 comes in, gets Overgrowth, still finds the kill on Razor. It's nothing but Scandal going hard on the throne. He's trying to focus it with the Ghost. It's going to be a close call. If they can bring him down, they may still be able to hold, but it's not going to happen. VP.Polar do it. Oh my gosh, Merlini. Navi's out of it. That's it. VP.Polar take it into tiebreakers. They've got the head-to-head. They've beat Navi, beat Power Rangers. Power Rangers have beat Navi.
And they beat Secret.
Woo, Daddy.
Damn. I mean, Secret just played not good. I don't know. Well, I mean,
Buttholes, dude.
that's kind of like what happens when you secure first place. Just like, whatever. We don't really care. They made a lot of sloppy plays. Kuro in particular.
Nom 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 said it right, Merlini. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit, indeed. Many
What a
rares were
game.
lost too.
What a game. So, all right, guys, we're going to have a break. We've got our next match coming up straight away. That was a long one, so stick with us. Plenty more Dota 2 action coming for the final day of the Summit 2 by G2A.com
Holy
European group
Toledo.
stages. Yes, I'm Sayori, that's Merlini. Thanks for joining us, folks.